Yeah, so today we are going to see how to have a workflow inside our main workflow, that is BPMN inside a BPMN, that is a nested BPMN. So if you can see on the screen, it is our final flow that we are going to create, and we'll have one instance for that, and we'll see how to end to end how it goes, right? So let's begin with the making of this workflow. So in previous videos you have seen that we had a BPMN already created, which is simply takes these two variables, which are name and one input. Then it goes to Royal engine, where we decide what is the nature of the number, like whether it is a positive, 0 or negative. Then the result is sent to a third task list, and on that task list we can see the nature of that number. Okay, this is our flow, which is a part of our main workflow. Now main workflow is this one. Okay, so this we are calling it as a BPMN inside a BPMN. So if you can see here, our first human task that we create, it has this name, and the form that it is having is nothing. So simply when a control comes on this first task, will a user who is handling this instance will click on complete, and then when it goes to the next part of the flow, there we have this property. So if you see on this spanner, we have an option called call activity. So that call activity is nothing but calling some BPMNs or other options that we have for this calling activities. If you can see on this property, we have CMMN and BPMN. So far we didn't created any flow on CMMN, but we have BPMNs which we are calling from our main. So here BPMN is nothing but a workflow, right? So when our control reaches this part, that is nested BPMN task of the incident, at that time it is calling a BPMN whose ID is DMN in BPMN sample. So if I go to the previous workflow, this was our previous workflow, whose ID I am giving it as a DMN in BPMN sample. So when this is deployed, its name will be given this one, and then when we are deploying our main workflow, it is referring to that existing or nested flow with this ID, right? And once this is processed, our control will come. Okay, so how it goes, when our control reaches here, we click on complete, control goes to nested BPMN. So as soon as a control reaches to nested BPMN, this instance will be removed, because every time when we move on to the next task, our incident will be refreshed, and the task of the incident on which our control is currently focusing on, for that incident will be created. So as of now, when we are focusing on nested BPMN, our control is actually going to this BPMN, and then here we will be pointing to this. Then we complete this, then we'll reach to our last task of that flow, and once this last task of that nested workflow is completed, like we click on complete, then it will go back to the place where it is called. So it was called on our main workflow. So then after the nested flow is done, we will come to this BPMN task 2, right? So here again we have simply just to make sure that our control is reaching it, and for demonstration purpose I have given it a name, that we are going into the nested and then we are coming back to this BPMN, and once we complete this, we are going to end event in the sense that incident will be removed, right? So I have already deployed it. I can you can see here that we have this BPMN in BPMN definition version 1, but just for the demonstration sake, I can again deploy. Okay, so let's give this as task, last task. Okay, and the same thing, right? So let's save this and deploy on this URL. Okay, this change based on your port, deploy. The deployment succeeded, and if I refresh this again, I can see that I have second version as well. So the one which I did some modification in the existing one, and then I deployed. So this was my second version. So if you can see, in previous version we had BPMN task 2, the name of the last task, but when we modified and deployed, we can see that it reflected with the last task name. Okay, so as of now you don't see any instances below, because we didn't created any, let's create one instance for this. Right, so we go to task list and then we click on start process. So again I'm repeating that we can create instance and operate, complete, do everything from the portal as well, and also we have the REST APIs exposed for it. If you are not aware of how to create and operate using a REST API, you can watch the second video of this playlist. But as of now, our main intention is to understand how to have workflow inside a workflow, so we are simply using the portal. Start process, and our process name was this BPMN in BPM. Then business case, just to identify or differentiate between different incidents by the developer, we'll give it as nested BPMN part 1. Okay, so we'll start this and we'll you can see the process has started. We'll refresh it so that we can see on the task list. And once I open this, so in the diagram you can see we are on BPMN task 1. Once I do whatever modification I want to do in this task, and when I complete, my control will go to the first task inside the nested BPMN. Okay, so let's come to form. I'm claiming that I want to work on this, and there are no other attributes that needs to be worked, otherwise we'll have something called variables, and then I can modify it as required. But this is a business key that is like fixed for an instance which we gave when the incident was starting. Now I'm completing it, and if you can see, this task got created a few seconds ago. And if I go to diagram, you can see in that nested flow we came to the first task. Let's complete this. Claim. Since these are form variables, I am able to modify, and it is not disabled by the in the flow whoever created. In here I created the flow, so I didn't disable it, and this is a form variable, so I can modify this. Person 1 input -15, right? So let's complete this. Okay, that task is removed from that incident, and in the same incident I am going to a new task. So if I see in the diagram, this rule engine is done, and then we are coming to the last task of the nested flow. Now once this task is done, I'll be going back to our main flow. Okay, let's complete this flow. Claim, yes, that was negative, and this, if I want to modify, I can do this, but again that is not our logic. Let's complete, and a new task is created in the same instant. So if you see in the diagram, we came back to our last task of main workflow. Now once we click on complete for this task, our control will move to end task and the incident will be gone. Form, claim, there is no form variables to modify. I'll complete this. So that is all. So that was how we include a BPMN inside a BPM with the property called call activity. Since this is already a call activity, I am not able to see that option here, but yes, if you want to call any other BPMN or CMN, we'll use the call activity. So with respect to this, if you have any query, please write down in the comment section. Thank you.